Hello YouTube, I hope you're having a wagtastic day. This is Universe Bear from the Wagatorium, and boy do I have a good one for you guys today. So one thing I get very tired of in this game is kiting builds, and you see most of the kiting builds from the Wood Elves. And it's not a bad tactic. It's something that's very viable. It's in the game. I just find it frustrating to deal with sometimes. So I've started bringing my own kite builds of Greenskins versus the Wood Elves because I just get kited so much by them, and I wanted to see if I could make this work. So this is going to be a little bit of an experiment of myself, a little bit of a crazy build. We'll see if we can make it work here. So it's going to be my Greenskins against the Wood Elves of Schmel. I'm not sure if that's the German word or if he's just spelling smell in a funny way. Either way, I like your style, Smell. So let's get into the army breakdown. So he has a Glade Lord on a dragon. It's going to be pretty tough. Has Fear and Terror, has armor piercing, able to shoot some missiles, and has Helm of Discord. I didn't know they had that, so that's pretty useful for sure. Deadly Onslaught, some breath attacks. He also brought a Spell Singer of Life with, sometimes I find this really frustrating, okay, Earthblood and Life Bloom. So a lot of healing. Probably healing up all his elite units here. He also has some Hawk Riders, which are good as some flying skirmishers. Usually I find they struggle to find value in MP. But against the Greenskins, I could see those coming in useful if you're attacking some Savage Orc big guns or some cavalry or something like that. Also has Sister of Thorn, quite a good unit, and Wild Hunters of Kernos, so the Roar Wild Widers unit. As an infantry corps, he has brought a couple of spears, and then some of these Treekin, which will lay down a pretty good smack, and they got some good armor. Pretty hard for the chaff of the greenskin armies to deal with usually. As for myself, I have way too many skirmishers. We got both the roars, and then I got a bunch of forest goblin spider riders. With their poison, should be able to slow things down so they don't get caught. In retrospect, maybe some goblin wolf riders would be a little bit better because they have 60 models and a similar missile damage, so they can actually dish out more damage. And then the pièce de résistance is, you can tell I speak good French, is Doom Diver catapults. I got 3 of them. I was thinking they'd bring, more archers and more skirmishers with low armor and Doom Diver catapults, although you don't see them too much in the meta, can really deal quite well with those kind of units. So that was kind of to counter their skirmishers. They're both all protected by nasty skulkers who have smoke bombs. So if anything comes in to try to take them out, they can smoke bomb them, kind of protect the Doom Divers. And then also they have some night goblins to take some charges, deliver the poison, slow them down a little bit more. I have Skarsnik as my my leader bro here. He's got a pretty basic kick, wad. He's got some expert charge defense and missile resist, and the Prada, which I don't know if it's really worth it, but I just wanted to see what it would do because I don't use it very often. I also have a Night Goblin Shaman with 3 spells. He's got Vindictive Glare, 4 spells, Sneaky Stabbin', Itchy Nuisance, and Gorkle Fix It to slow down any cavalry that he might have. I also have Moon Howlers and a couple Spider Riders down here. So I think that's everything. Let's get this game rolling. So starting out here, I see he's got these Hawk Riders. Going to put a lot of arrows into there. I can only assume he is very confused at what's going on right now. He's going to try to chase down these skirmishers, but these Doom Divers just going to put such a smackdown on these Wild Hunters. It's not even funny. They even hit the Hawk Riders very accurately. Anything that doesn't have a lot of armor, they're going to do quite well against, especially if they have high value. So these guys just running away. Wild Hunters of Kronos is so fast that even with the poison, they're going to catch up to these guys. So I'm bringing in some infantry to try to chase them off. He sees that I do have the Doomdiver catapults. They're high value, and he needs to take them out. So he's going to bring in these Hawk Riders. I don't think he saw these hidden units, so I'm going to bring those in right now. Put a smoke bomb on them and try to take those guys out. Bring out some infantry a little bit, just trying to chase the cav away. He's going to bring his Spellsinger of Life over here. I think also try to take out these Doomdiver catapults, but he can't see that I have nasty skulkers protecting each one, so every time he comes in here, gonna come and smoke bomb, try to get a bunch of damage done, and ultimately protect these Doomdiver catapults that are gonna be really driving my value. So I have to protect these, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to do nearly as much damage as I need to. I got my cavalry coming out here. Gonna try to swamp these guys now that they're pretty weak. I feel like I can win these engagements. Even though this is a far better melee or cavalry unit. He's coming down here with his infantry, which you need to do right away, and try to smash those Doomdiver catapults. Spellsinger of Life, I don't know if she cast healing on herself, but she's going to get out of there. Didn't get damaged too badly considering the amount of fire that's being put down on her. They did kind of collapse in here on my cavalry, and these light cavalry are not that great, so they're going to take quite a beating. But they did deliver a little bit of... nah, they just took a beating. Who am I kidding? Skirmishers coming in here, trying to lay some overfire here, overwatch fire. Spellsinger getting really low, which is what I want. I don't want them healing up the more valuable units. So I'm making that a priority target right now to see if I can get her down, and then we can start working on some of the other stuff. Coming in here again, Night Goblins, gonna muck them up, so they're not gonna be able to do what they want. And now I'm popping the wags. All these guys are kind of in a battle, and I'm bringing in some infantry units. So that's gonna work out in my favor, even though it's really just affecting one unit right now. It's I don't think it's a bad time to use it. Maybe when these guys would get more in combat, it would be better. But I regret nothing. Spellsinger trying to take out skirmishers, but they're just going to keep skirmishing. And now we got some infantry fight going on in here, which is really where I want it to happen, because all my Doomdivers are still online. They could fire right in here in this nice concave. What he really should have done, which I think he was doing at first, but for some reason he changed direction. He should have just came down here with all his infantry, wrapped this up, and then wrap this up, and then wrap this up. But because now he's getting all mucked up in the center in this big blob, we're going to be able to just shoot him for days with all our ranged and Doomdivers. So we're putting Itchy Nuisance down, really limiting their ability to fight. He's got some heals going up, which is going to help the Spellsinger stay alive for a little bit longer. Spellsinger really tanking out quite a bit of damage at the end of the day. So I thought she'd be a little bit easier to take out, but she's really sticking in there, so she's letting everyone else get heals. But luckily, Doomdiver catapults usually kill a model when they hit down, so healing probably not as effective as it would be against some other types of ranged units. Now trying to go after Scarsnake. Scarsnake has anti-large, armor piercing. It can be able to deal with these Hawk Raiders fairly well, especially with the support of the Night Goblins that are coming in now. They did manage to red off most of my infantry, which is to be expected. You know, they'll be back. Goblins never leave for long until they do, and then it's game lost. But we're doing good now, so we're just going to keep at it, bring in some more infantry units over here, bring in the Skulkers, hopefully get a nice fat smoke bomb there. He is getting on my Scarsnake pretty good. It's probably a little bit of an issue here. These Night Goblins are scared, they're running away, not having a good time. I'm still just trying to fire in here. I could probably bring in these nasty Skulkers to help support. I might do that, or maybe I'm just keeping it there, worried that they'll bring something over to attack. But nonetheless, 29 kills on that one, 41 kills on that one, 32 kills on that one, and they're all on pretty high value targets. They're doing quite well and generating quite a bit of value. These guys have just been doing a bunch of harass, a bunch of damage. They've been on the life mage, we'll call them, for most of the game, so that's why they probably don't have too many kills, but I think they've done quite a bit of damage, and that life singer did go down, so now this Dragon's not going to get any healing. So now we can focus on this dragon and really start to take that HP down to Pound Town. And I think once that leadership is gone, there's not going to be a lot left here that can deal with the amount of troops we have. And all the skirmishers and doom divers are just these tree cat are never going to catch up with them. But he's still in the fight. He's trying to take out Skarsnik. If he takes out Skarsnik, he knows that he has a much higher chance of winning. Greenskins have pretty bad leadership, but he's in the fight long enough to get that second wog. It's really going to help him out. And I lied, that Spellslinger wasn't dead, but had been chased off for a little bit. And that's going to be game. So good game to my opponent, whose name was Schmel. I don't think he was expecting this build, and I don't think many people would. I think you could counter it pretty easily, especially if you knew it was coming. Maybe a lot of cavalry and some good infantry, and you just roll down the line. But against another skirmish kind of build, I think it does pretty well. This was one of the better games I had with it in terms of being close. I had a couple other games where I just don't think the Elves could deal with what I had, or they didn't know how to approach it. And then I had one where someone did just roll down the line and completely smash me. So a little give and take there. Schmel, good game. I hope I run into you on the ladder again, and I hope all of you have a great day. Take care.